Alright, Knights of Apollo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another match of Company of Heroes 2. It's been a long time, and I have gotten the Company of Heroes bug. I've been looking for a new RTS to get into, other than like Total War and stuff. Something that's a bit more arena, a bit more competitive. And I just thought Company of Heroes 2 would be a great game to get into, especially with Company of Heroes 3 coming out soon. Before we dive into this 2v2 online battle, I do have a couple announcements. The first thing, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. I'm trying to get to 900,000 subs before the end of the year. We got a couple more days. I need like, I don't know, a little over 2,000. It's possible, guys. It's possible. Make it a Christmas miracle. Make it a Christmas gift to me. I do appreciate the support, guys, and I do appreciate all the new subs and the current subs, and it means a lot to me, so thank you for the support. The other thing is that if you are excited for Company of Heroes 3, well, good news, you can get it for a discounted price, 10% off if you go to Games Planet. Use the code HEROES or HERO5. You can see it on the... I'll put it in the description and you can see it on the screen. Games Planet, I get this all the time, but Games Planet is safe. You might not have heard of it, but it's just it's a smaller marketplace where they can kind of sell games for a little bit cheaper. They support YouTubers like me, so to be completely transparent, when you buy a game, it supports the channel. I get a piece of the pie. Just want to be honest, you know. But yeah, you can get it for a little bit cheaper if you go to Games Planet, and it's a Steam code. When you get the game, you get a Steam code, which you can activate on Steam, so it's like buying it on Steam, but for cheaper. So definitely check that out, guys. The game comes out February 23rd, but this special offer ends on the 31st of December. So thank you guys for checking that out, and I hope you get the game for discount. So let's jump into this battle here. I gotta get used to the replay controls. They're a little weird. It's not like Total War. So I'm playing with my friend Ruvak, and we're both the Wehrmacht German faction. And we're playing on a cool 2v2 map. I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and turn off Fog of War so you can see the enemy. And then we're taking on a British army and a United States army. The United States is in red, and then in I guess, purple. It's weird because on the map it shows it in yellow. But here it's like a purple-pink. You know, it's the same thing with my faction. It's like purple, but it shows up as blue. It's confusing. But yeah, let me do normal speed. That's probably a smart idea, right? I've been trying to get good at Company of Heroes 2 because I just want to be competitive at the game. I don't necessarily want to be a pro. I'll probably never be a pro. I just want to be good enough to where I can hold my own in a fight and I have a lot of fun in close epic matches. You know, that's all I want. But yeah, it's just going to take time. And what's special about this 2v2 is that this was my first online battle after a very long time. And before this battle, I was practicing with Ruvak. I was practicing with the Ryan King. He's also gotten into the game as well. And we've been practicing together, getting used to the Wehrmacht, and we've been facing the AI. So this is my first online match after a very long time and after practicing. So that's the importance of this battle replay. So right out of the gate, I got my pioneers. I got 2 of them. They're going for some gas here. They're getting some fuel points. And then back over this way, Ruvak is trying to gain control of this victory point, but the enemy British have a really good strategic MG that is just going ham right now on Ruvak's position. So that's going to be pretty difficult for him to take. Now, I do want to also note that this replay is probably like a week old, and I've gotten a lot better at the game since this replay. So you might see some stupid mistakes from me. And hey, you know what? Even if you see something stupid, let me know. Even if I already know how to, I'm better now, I still can learn something, you never know. Anyways, the US is charging me with these like assault engineer squad. They're really tanky and good in close quarters, so I got to get out of there. Now my grenadiers, which I have a grenadier unit, I was trying to use them to flank, but unfortunately the US infantry was just too much. But they're very versatile. They can do some tank damage, they can do some infantry damage. They're just all around a good unit, so I try to keep them alive, and that's like half the battle in this game. I feel like is just keeping your units alive. You know, making sure they don't die, because it's a waste of manpower. It's a waste of supplies. So whenever you see your squad near dead, get them out of there, retreat them back to your base. Now, this is not good. Nice little mortar strike. I do have a mortar team now. One of the first units I get, or I try to get them out quickly, because they're just so good at harassing enemy infantry. But I'm just trying to soften them up while they take the gas. Meanwhile, in the center, Ruvak was trying to fight for the center victory point, but unfortunately, we got another engineer squad that is going to go and take control of the victory point. Back over here, Ruvak's got an MG team as well, and I don't think they can see each other. Yeah, see, they can't see each other through the fog of war, but you can see that Ruvak is planning some sort of attack here. He's got a mortar as well, just trying to soften up the enemy. He will eventually probably make a push for this victory point. And I like how Ruvak he can't see that MG, but he told his mortar to fire at that position, because that's where he last remembered the MG being. But as you can tell, the enemy has moved the MG and is once again causing a bit of an issue for my ally Ruvak, preventing any sort of capture, which is what you want to do with the MG. You just want to use it to, you know, push back enemy infantry. Now we're in danger. Now we're in trouble. The US has now moved a rifle squad and those engineers with a flamethrower upgrade, and he is going for my mortar. I'm trying to get my mortar out of there. For some stupid reason, I thought I could just retreat them and everything would be okay, but that is not the case. And the mortar team is going to try to get out of there, but unfortunately, my men just melt, and he takes the mortar from me. Yeah. And there's my my grenadiers, but unfortunately they're too late. They do cause the enemy to retreat. There he goes. He's retreating out of there. So a nice little start there. Not really. I mean, they took my mortar. They just went up there and stole my mortar. That was rude. But we've pushed back a lot of their infantry, so I thought this was a good opportunity to take back some territory. So at this point in the game, they've captured all 3 victory points. But here's the funny thing. Ruvak has actually pushed back the British and is taking his MG. So they took a mortar. We took an MG. Everything's going to be all right. I'd rather have my mortar, though, than the MG. That's for sure. But Ruvak is better at the game, obviously. He's been the one helping me, teaching me the game. Over this way, oh, over there, I land right on a grenade, or kind of walk on it, and I'm like, all right, I got to get out of here. I can't afford to lose any more units. Things are just not going well. Now, if we click on my faction, I finally start to get a scout car. I have built the first upgrade building here, which lets you get a half-track, a scout car, and a anti-tank, like a Pack 34, I believe. I am using the armor doctrine, which gives me pretty good tanks. So I really want to try to get to the later stages of the game where I get some better infantry, but I need to go ahead and heal up the infantry. I'm moving up an MG, and right now I'm just regrouping. And here is my scout car. This scout car is really good at killing infantry, and that is the reason why I got the scout car, because it's just honestly just been mostly enemy infantry that's been harassing us. And look, we're down to less than 300 points. They still control all 3 of the victory points. We haven't even captured this point right here. What are we doing? Like, we're missing out on fuel and ammo. What are we doing? So not a good start for us whatsoever. And I was like, man, here we go. Here we go. My first online match. And it's going to be disaster. Let me just see what I can do here with this scout car. And of course, the first thing I go for is the anti-tank. I used smoke there kind of preemptively because I was afraid of the anti-tank. And I'm trying to kill him. And then the mortar crew's in range of me, and it's my own mortar that they're using, so it's kind of sad shooting on it. But I have to. So let's get some cinematic view here of this battle. My car, my armored car, pushing back the U.S. forces. This is pretty sweet. Now they're going in. Now I'm moving in my my infantry to support the car, and I'm gonna use my anti-infantry grenades, like my rifle grenades, everything I got to kill this infantry. And now I set up the MG, and this is where things get really spicy. Check this out. Oh my God, the flamethrowers are hitting me, but it doesn't matter. We're going crazy. We kill. Look at we got them on the run. We killing multiple units. Gone, not just causing them to break, but killing them. And now I push to take more points. I'm actually moving to get this gas here. I've gotten some experience, or some fuel, not gas. I've gotten some experience with my my infantry. My MG's got the MG still. It was a great fight. My scout car was a little low on health, so I'm gonna retreat it. And I'm retreating one of my grenadiers just to make sure they make it out. So that was huge, guys. That was huge. Possibly a turning point, because we took out 3 whole units of infantry. That is severely going to weaken the U.S. forces, who are now regathering their army, regrouping. A lot of these troops are fresh troops. And what's also really important in this game, I think I've already mentioned it, you don't want a unit to die, but at the same time, you also want your units to gain experience, because that really does help them out a lot. Meanwhile, over here, Ruvak has made a turning point as well. Look at that. He pushed the British back all the way to this position, and they are now capturing a victory point. So just like that, we both have moments of turning our fights around thanks to army composition. That's why it's so important, guys. Now there's different situations where you need different unit types, but most of the time I would say, and I'm no expert, so correct me if I'm wrong, but you definitely want to try to use a diverse mix of unit type that can support each other. Infantry, anti-infantry, anti-tank, tank. I mean, you want to try to mix those all together so they can work as one and try to, you know, evaporate enemy forces. So let me go ahead and turn on the HUD here again. So, you can see that the Americans have posted up a lot of infantry behind the stone walls. I do spot them, I believe. Let me see. Actually, I don't. But I'm like, you know what? I got to go get this point. And here we go. Here's some infantry. And here comes my scout car, all healed up. I got some pioneers fixing them up. I'm now actually moving up both pioneers because the Wehrmacht, they're really good at building bunkers. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start building up my defense. I'm so close to getting this victory point that I need to start building stuff up, build up a defense, a place where my troops can retreat and heal and go back to safer positions. And here we go. I'm moving up my grenadiers, and it's time to take this bad boy. And look at that. I just pushed them back. I was like, nah, not today. And these guys are way back here. Can't do anything about it. And check this out. Check this out. Ruvak has taken the center position. So in a matter of minutes, we're able to completely turn this battle around. And this is why I love Company of Heroes. You know, it's just so cool to, like, turn stuff around. Now, unfortunately, I was not able to take that position. He, broke my grenadiers. Now he's moving up men to take it because currently it's neutral. And I'm like, no way. And then my my scout car just earned a star. Yeah, get him out of there. Get him out of there. I've got a mortar crew. I've got an anti-tank because at this point I'm starting to fear tanks. I don't really have a tank myself. If we actually go back to my base over here, I don't have the light tank building up yet. I think currently you see this loading bar. I believe that's me leveling up to, yeah, battle phase 2. So I'm getting to battle phase 2 pretty soon, which means I'll get lighter tanks like the Panzer 4 or Panzer 3, something like that. I kind of forgot. But I see some vulnerable units here to my fast-moving car. So I'm like, what am I doing? Why don't I just go in? Like, push my advantage. Take out the mortar. Take out the MG. Now, the MG does have the ability to do anti-tank rounds, which I think he does right there, which severely hurts my scout car. So I'm not going to push my luck here. I'm going to use some smoke there. That's another special ability of the armor doctrine. So I just, I'm just giving him a little poke there. That gives me time to capture this position. We're good to go, guys. I got the healing station back here in this bunker. So you can build bunkers with the Wehrmacht and then level this bunker up to heal, or an MG, or a, I forgot the name of it, actually, but you can upgrade it so you can replace men when they die from the unit. So that's just, Wehrmacht, they can be that's the great thing about Wehrmacht. They're a really strong faction. They can be defensive, or they can be aggressive, or both. Now back over here, it looks like the British have taken this position back, but it doesn't matter too much. Ruvak has pretty good positioning here with his infantry, and we still control 2 victory points. So they are still in the lead. We only have 164 points left, but we are chipping away at their lead. They're down to 424. Got my pioneers up here repairing my armor, and it looks like the Americans, oh, they got some anti-tank. They've got a commander here. Looks like they might be pushing here pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, there they go. Let's watch their point of view of this assault. Look at that. Push! They're going through the trenches. It's actually pretty smart. I've got some grenadiers in the trenches as we speak. But they're gonna keep pushing. Unfortunately, my pioneers were caught out here. They were building some sandbags. And he's got the flamethrower, but that's gonna do nothing to my light vehicle. Let me go ahead and turn on the HUD. There we go. So, unfortunately, they are making a great push as we speak, but look at this. Ruvak, the madman himself, coming in clutch with the fire half-track. So, some armor there. Get it out, get it out. Oh no! If he takes another hit like that, he's screwed. Let's see if he can get out of there. Oh no, he's out of control. And I'm trying to save him. I moved up my anti-tank. He sees it. But, honestly, he lost the half-track, but he saved my position. So I think it was worth. The half-track, he upgraded it with flamethrower, which is so nasty, guys. It's ridiculous how much it's got, like, multiple flamethrowers in the half-track that are just shooting in multiple directions. It's awesome. So he saves the day there, even though he made the ultimate sacrifice. I'm able to take back this point and maintain our lead. The center is still captured. They have not made a push for the center. And then over here, Ruvak continues to get more and more control of this section of the map. So things are looking good, guys. Things are looking good. If we look at my army, I'm getting my first tank. So they're still kind of loading in. They're being created. But right now, I've got 3 units of grenadiers, 2 pioneers, an MG, a mortar, and an anti-tank. I think it's a pretty good army comp right there. It's a good mix of different unit types. And the U.S. is going to go ahead and repair their tanks. They're going to try to make another push here, it looks like. But I don't have much up here. And I am rushing forward 2 units of grenadiers. I'm doing everything I can to get these guys into position. Look at the medics are healing them because they have a little bit of damage on them. But yeah, we're just doing the best we can to maintain this position. It's just like there's 2 battles going on here. Ooh, look at that fight. And then over here. And I'm pushing in, dang it. Using anti-infantry rounds. I'm doing everything I got. And we do scare them off the point. Unfortunately, they neutralized it. So I'm going to push in and try to take it for ourselves. But the American mortar is kind of honed in on us. So might just want to send unit. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, come on. We need to change this. What do we need? We need a Panzer IV. That's what we need. Dang it. Get this bad boy in the fight. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Gotta do the controls. There it goes. There it goes. Look at that. They're like, I think I leveled it. Oh, here comes enemy mortar or artillery. So I'm gonna try to beep, 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 back it out of there. Whew. Yeah, so saved my tank from that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And look at how I can retreat my infantry and they'll get healed by these wonderful medics. I've got some infantry on the far flank. Just trying to protect the flank of my formation. Make sure he's not pushing this way through the center. Also, this unit being here also can protect this position, this victory point as well. So this is just a really good spot to have my infantry. Over on this side, ooh, there's some smoking going on here. I think the British are trying to make an advance using smoke to keep their troops, give them cover. Nice little Agent Orange there. I don't know what that was. That was some sort of airstrike there. And now we got an MG battle. Look at this. And they're using the British MG here. The Germans are probably like, this MG sucks, but hey, it's better than nothing. And here comes the Americans. The Americans have completely shifted. Completely shifted. And I'm chasing them down with my tank. I think I was the first one. No. They got a tank before me. Yeah, get it. Get that little medic van. Get that thing out of there. Oh, someone hit me, but it did nothing. Ah! Get on tank. We got an epic battle here between tanks, but it's a battle I'm losing. I believe his tank is like an yeah, it's a tank destroyer. So I use smoke. I get the hell out of there. And unfortunately, there's another, there's an Ostwind. Oh, wait, no, that's my ally. I was like, wait, that's German. This is a good anti-infantry vehicle. Anti-infantry tank. So that was huge right there because they kind of went with a gamble. They went with a gamble where the U.S. joined the British to try to gain control of this position, and it did not work. Look at, we pushed them all the way back. We killed most of the British forces. They've got a mortar trenched position here that's a little bit of a problem. But overall, that was sweet. We've almost tied the game. We've almost tied the game. So let's look at my army comp again. Woo! Look at all these grenadiers. Look at all these grenadiers. And my tank, I go ahead and decide to, like, entrench it, which is a special ability with my commander. And while it's kind of entrenched, I go ahead and repair it with some pioneers. I'm moving over some infantry to support my ally because I noticed that obviously he's getting double teamed. So here goes my my infantry pushing up. Got Ruvak's tank here running over some British forces, shooting at the infantry. Oh, some air support there. That was awesome. That was cool. Got my grenadiers in the thick of the fight. Woo-wee! Yeah, this game is so cinematic. Is it super realistic? No, not at all. But it's got enough to make me immersed and to enjoy the explosions. Oh, yeah. Make that 2 Panzer IVs. So 2 Panzer IVs. They're going to move up. I've got a mortar team that needs to get into position. I'm probably just really bad with my micro here. My micro has improved tenfold since this battle because of just the necessity of just needing to micro, you know, as you play. Also, I've got some infantry here that's 3-star or 2-star, but they need to get out of there. I mean, one good mortar strike and they're dead. So there we go. And they're going to get out of there safely. Whew. I think in this part of the battle, Ruvak was like, hey, you've got infantry there. Get them out. Get them out of the fight. Like, you're right. You're right. And here comes some American infantry mixed in with some British infantry. I've got my Panzer IV positioned here. A Panzer IV medium tank. And I'm just going to kind of hold this front line. My other Panzer is fully healed. And it looks like I'm building a bunker over here. I think I'm going to build like an MG nest to kind of support my tank in case they try to hit it with infantry. Got some infantry up here. Just kind of maintaining this front line. Just maintaining it. Over here, I've got one unit of Grenadiers watching this position, just in case they try to sneak. And guys, we've taken the lead. I think we took it a while ago, but we have now taken the lead. We control all three. Look at this artillery coming in. Oh, this is the British. The British have really good defensive artillery stuff. I'm getting nailed over here, so I'm like, I gotta get my Panzer out of here. He's got a lot of anti-tank. Dude, why are you stopping here? Oh, the main gun destroyed. Check this out. Oh, that's so cool. Those details in the game. The main gun is down. So I'm gonna retreat my tank out of there. And they're actually making a decent push here. Look at that. They've got the Wolverine tank destroyer. We've got the Valentine, Command Valentine MK tank. Is that MK11? So they've actually pushed through our tired front line, and they're going to be able to reclaim this area. I quickly hunkered down with my tank, and I've got Pioneers trying to fix it, but this is not good. I do have an anti-tank post up and a mortar, but I don't think this tank is going to make it. And no, it's not. I kind of knew it was screwed before it died. I just, you know, I don't think I would have escaped out of there. But look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This thing's got the, what is this? The bulldozer Sherman. It's just got this great, like, howitzer round. And now artillery's coming down. I'm trying to get my mortar out of there. I've got my other Panzer IV closing in. Trying to clean up that tank. I don't want it to go. I want to destroy it for destroying my anti-tank. But unfortunately, my tank's just taking too much heat right now. Way too much heat. Now we got some British infantry making a push for, I believe, the victory point, because they're down to 34 points. And they know that this is kind of like a Hail Mary for them. But lucky for me, I do have some troops stationed over here defending this position. And eventually I do Apollo, there we go. Eventually I do move in the Grenadiers to prevent them from capturing it. They do neutralize it, but we're gonna prevent them from fully capturing it, and I'm just gonna take it right back. My Panzer IV is still alive over here, and it looks like Ruvac is making a counter strike with his infantry and his We've got the Stug 3. Yes, victory's in our grasp. This at this point, guys, is kind of like the death blows from the enemy, where they're gonna just like send everything they got and hope for the best. And I'm gonna kind of do the same thing. I'm sending in half repaired tanks, infantry. I'm like, nah, you're not taking this. You're not taking this. There we go. I control this. Control the center. 10 points. Come on, hold. Hold. Ruvac's tanks are just like keeping them busy, like da, 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 da. Stay back, stay back. And oh, that's why he was getting a visual on the enemy position, dropped some flame and fire, and that's it, guys. That's the match. What a great match. I know it wasn't like the most exciting matches, but it was a personal important match to me because it was my first battle and we won. And the way this match started, it was like one of those, it went from, oh God, you know, here we go, I'm gonna get crushed, I'm gonna lose, I suck at the game, to, wow, we're dominating, like in a matter of minutes. And you can see my opponent was Pierre here. You know, he's probably like newer like me, I can imagine. He only got 36 kills. His ally, the British player, did a little bit better. So I'm actually really glad the way we matched up. I faced their weaker player, I was the weaker player, and then Ruvac, the better player, took on the other better player. But thankfully, Ruvac, my better player, was better than their better player. But nonetheless, good game to Pyro Man and Pierre. I didn't lose a lot of units, so that's always good. That's a good sign. That's like one thing you really want to look out for. You can kind of see the graphs here. if we compare me to Pierre, you can see that there's some highs and lows, a lot of highs and lows here. Resources, I kind of took off at the end there, and then points held. Pierre really did a good job until the end. Let's see, and here's my units in terms of efficiency. Check this out. I mean, some pretty good efficiency here. All of them, wow, 1,000% with the anti-tank gun, and then over here with my tanks, the Panzer IV, 109%, and my scout car, 346%. So everything's almost 100% or over 100% except for one Pioneer squad. So that was pretty sweet. I was pretty efficient with my units. But again, great match. This was a fun one. If you want to see more Company of Heroes 2, let me know. I'm always playing this game, trying to get better at it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe, of course, if you want to see more Company of Heroes. It means a lot to me, guys. And I will see you next time on the battlefield.